Hey guys. Okay, I'm back. So we just got done with an amazing meeting at the White House, which was, something I had never done before. I had never been inside. I had never been to any event like this, and it was really empowering. That's all I can tell you. It was really empowering. They want to give us Hispanics with a strong voice the right tools, the right message, so that we make a difference, because a lot of us already have the platforms, a lot of us already have that voice. Here's my friend David. Come meet my friend David, who I've known for almost 2 years now, who has this incredible book that I've been helping him promote, called Cápsulas Informativas Constitucionales. It's a book written in Spanish of the Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. It's a translation of the Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, and Constitution, translated by a PhD, a Cuban PhD in languages. So it's perfectly translated in perfect, proper Spanish. So he was invited today because he is really important to this. As Americans of all descents, we have to help all Hispanics understand what America is about. I was making a video about this 2 years ago, okay? Completely upset because I was at CPAC 2 years ago, roaming around by myself one morning, talking about how most Hispanics in America don't understand what America is really about, okay? 2 hours later, or 3 hours later, I just happened to meet this man that wrote this book. And it's funny because I have that video. I was walking around CPAC saying, I wish more Hispanics understood what America stands for, what it was founded on, what America's founding fathers were about, what the Constitution is about, what the Declaration, and they don't. Not that I do 100%, but I'm saying, I know, being a Hispanic, that they don't. 2 hours, 3 hours later, I'm walking down some basement around the vending area, right?
That's exactly right. And then you saw George Washington with Spanish on it.
I know, and I was like, excuse me? You have to speak English, remember? I was like, why is there Spanish here? It was CPAC, and it was just so meant to be. And I think it's awesome. I'll be doing more readings from the book in Spanish to help get the message out and to help people understand what America is really about. Hispanics, help Hispanics understand what America is truly about, because I think that's where a lot of these problems originate from. They just don't know. It's ignorance, and I don't mean to sound rude. It's ignorance.
It's just never been available.
It's never been available because it's hard. Listen, the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence are hard enough to understand sometimes for Americans in English.
Sometimes in English.
Yeah. Exactly. So when you have someone whose main language is Spanish, they're definitely not going to understand it. So having it in Spanish is so important. So I happened to run into David here. I didn't know he was going to be here. I saw you. When was the time I saw you? I recently saw you. Where did I see you at?
I don't know. I saw you.
No, we talk on the phone. We talk on the phone all the time. We talk on the phone all the time. I see you. I saw you with Genevieve at her party.
Yes, I saw Genevieve.
And I've seen you in other places, but yeah.
But we've been working on a few things to make people aware, because, as you said, it's one thing to understand important stuff in a second language, but you got to really know, it has to be available in your first language to really get it.
To really understand it.
To really understand it.
To really get it. So, anyway, so we just had a great meeting here. Thank you, David. Oh, and he got me my version in Spanish, because I only had one in English. So he got me my version in Spanish, and he signed it for me. So thank you so much, David.
Yes, we're excited.
We're excited. It's super humid out here. And I've been getting a lot of messages because I couldn't go live. We were just taking pictures. I couldn't go live. We had no signal. You had no signal, right?
Well, but besides that, you couldn't go live because of security.
And we didn't have signal. I had zero.
Security. You're in the White House complex, and there was security.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to go live.
We couldn't go live. So I get back out my phone has signal now, and I get a lot of messages from you guys. And I just want you to know that everything is perfect. There is we're always going to be, I know I got messages because of the last video that I made, and a lot of you were worried and stuff. I really appreciate you worrying about me, but, and it means a lot. I just want you to know that everything's going to be fine. It was actually sort of a pleasant surprise right now, because on May 14th, I had seeked certain protection that I was unable to get, because it's impossible to really find someone where you don't know where they live and stuff like that. So on May 14th, it'll be the perfect opportunity. Yes.
They're going back for presentations from National Rifle Association.
Oh, for the NRA. Yeah, for the NRA. Right. So, okay, let me walk. So on May 14th, it's going to be an opportunity for me to also take some action, which I've been wanting to do, and it was just a little complicated. So this was a pleasant surprise that I wasn't expecting. And also other people in New York were waiting sort of for a chance, New York and South Carolina. And so pretty soon, we'll have the opportunity to meet with one person all in one place. So other two people can take advantage of her being there, and give her whatever documents need to be given to her. That couldn't be given to her other guys, because she keeps running away to other places and trying to sneak away. So now all three of us have the opportunity to, at the same time, a lady from New York and her husband, a lady from South Carolina, and myself. And whenever those events take place, I'll be at all three of them. So, because I'm a key person in that. So, anyhow, that was a great meeting. I love Washington, D.C. It's hot out here. He's making fun of me. I have heels on though. I'm not running anymore. Vamos a comer tacos. I'm not running anymore. I have heels on. Look. Yeah, I have heels and a black dress on. So I no longer those tennis shoes that didn't quite feel like me, didn't feel like myself. Took those off a little while ago. Well, before we went in there. I'm gonna go. Hey, maybe we can stop by the W. Maybe we can stop by the W in the car. No? Yeah. Because it's right. I know. You're gonna die. Look at all these people. All these MAGA people. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. Or I can come back and get it later. I really don't care. I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. Yeah, I can come back and get it later.
Just go ahead and tell them.
Right, Natalia?
But I need to ensure I'm like,
okay, I'm gonna come with it. Yeah.
Don't worry.
So, yes, guys, this has been amazing. I have an interview with, I have a show. It's not an interview. It's a panel with Jorge Ramos tomorrow from Univision. And I just talked to the White House and to the representatives. And they're gonna also help me with delivering the right message. Delivering the right message is key. The one thing that I took right now, and I must tell you this, because it was one of the most powerful statements that I heard from the speakers, from Mercy, who is also, who's always in front of the camera, always addressing the press, and she said the one thing that President Trump has taught her and her husband, okay, the one thing President Trump has taught her and her husband is that when you are under attack, you fight. You fight. And she said it, with more conviction than she said anything else. When you are under attack, you fight. So we got to keep fighting, because you're going to have people try to intimidate you out of going places, intimidate you out of doing what you do, harass you always. And don't forget that at the end of the day, when you are, harassed, when you are slander, you have the right, you do have freedom of speech. You do have the right to defend yourself. You do have the right to expose whoever is trying to discredit you, slander you. You know, they've been saying, oh, there's a video going around saying, oh, you know, let's go. You know, I've never been arrested, guys. In Mexico, everybody gets arrested at some point, and they don't even take your name down. They just throw you in jail for they don't like you, for whatever. I've never been arrested in America. I've never committed a crime, and if you have a criminal background, you really can't even come to the White House anyway. So,
Excuse me.
sure. So what better way to kind of shut that down? And let me tell you something. Before I came out here a couple days ago, unfortunately, you know, through videos and through certain things, people have now created connections that they really shouldn't have. Not connections, just contacts, certain contacts that instead of using for the right reasons, using them for the wrong reasons. And they try to use them against me so I wouldn't come out here, believe it or not. They use them so that I wouldn't come out, so that I wasn't allowed to come. And it's like, yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'll go with you, buddy. Let's go.
Are you sure you don't